Hey everyone, back with the response for the answers to the 100 subscriber giveaway. So we have winners for all 5 questions. So I'm going to go ahead and show what the answers were for these. So we'll start with the 3x5. So these were the autographed 3x5 basketball. So first, these might have gotten mixed up a little bit, but we had Bob Pettit. That's Clyde Levatt, George Yardley, and we had Dave DeBuscher. So that was the basketball 3x5s. Next, we'll do the football. Frank Gifford, Kenny Houston, Mean Joe Green, and that is Y.A. Tittle. So all football Hall of Famers there. Next, we'll do the baseball. Baseball was pretty easy for everyone, I thought. So we have Brooks Robinson, Steve Carlton. This is Carl Hubble, and if you guys are familiar with Carl Hubble's autograph, so he had a stroke in the 80s, I believe, and I don't know exactly what year, but in the 80s sometime. And if you see this signature, this is a pre-stroke signature. His other signature got much shakier and looks a lot different. So you'll see both variations quite a bit. I'm a big fan of his. He had the All-Star game where he struck out 5 Hall of Famers, including like Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig, I think Mickey Cochran, maybe Jimmy Fox. I'd have to look it up, but pretty impressive feat for him. And then we have Luke Appling. So this was the more difficult one. The photographs. These are postcards you see on the back. And then a lot of these postcards you'll see, they will have the name on the back a lot of times. And I think, people would have written to these players, or they would have had these. I didn't get these myself, but they would have had these postcards and sent them off and have them sign. Or the players, they might have written to the players and the players sent them. So we had Tom Tresh for the Tigers, Joe Adcock. This was Joe Harlan. And the last one, a little tougher, was Cy Block. He played for the Chicago Cubs. And he didn't play very much, but I think he played in the 40s. And then finally here, we have the photographs. These are all snapshot photographs, original photographs. That's Tim Blackwell. Played in the 80s. This is Early Win, and this is like a snapshot from some of these you'll see that are dated, which is pretty cool. You get a provenance on the actual date. So that's September 1967 for the Minnesota Twins. And all these photographs came from a collector who had been collecting for 50 years. And he went to Twins games and Cubs games and White Sox games. And he had a lot of really cool stuff. And this is Ron Blomberg. And a lot of times he dated these. So you see on the back there, so 7/1/78. And this, of course, is Oscar Gamble. Pretty awesome picture there. This must be, I'm guessing this is versus the Twins. So this is from 1975. So you can see, like, this collector I got these from, he had, this was from 67. This was one from 75. This one was from 78, and this one was from the 80s. So he had like 50 years from like the 40s through even the 90s. He had photographs, and I was able to get quite a few of them, and I'll show those in other videos, and we'll have more contests based on those things. I want to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. I'm going to have more of these coming up. I'm not exactly sure what subscriber level, but hopefully we get growing here a little faster and we can have more of these more often. And if you guys know anybody that might like these videos, this type of content, and again, I'm gonna let them know. But again, I'm going to talk about other things as well, my personal collection through the mail, how to sell, and then we'll get into some other things as well. So I'm going to try to have it a little bit more variety and talk about a variety of topics, but we'll get into that later on. So please like and subscribe if you could. Let anyone know. And to those who won, I will get these items out, the cards and the 3x5 out within the next day or two. So look for those. Again, those will be in like a standard size envelope, and I'll put a couple extra items in there for you guys as well. Appreciate it. Good job on the answers. I was expecting a little more difficulty, but maybe next time we'll have a little more challenging one. But I will probably have another one at the very least at 200 subscribers. And then if we get to 500 sometime, we'll have a real big one then. So if you guys know anybody, there's an opportunity to get some free stuff too there. So thanks for watching and stay tuned, guys.